Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we'll be taking a look at this simple and easy tree farm that I actually use in my Minecraft survival world. So to get things started you'll want all the materials, and I have them all in the chest right here. So if you want to know exactly how much of everything you need, you can take a screenshot right here or pause the video. The top left just has some stone and some slabs, and those aren't exact amounts. You'll just need a few of those for this build. So first I'll go over a little bit on how this farm works, and then I'll show you guys how to build it. So right here we have part of our control station. We have all our saplings down here, so we can grab some of those for the farm. And up here we have our bone meal loader. Now this has two modes, autofill on and autofill off. There's different scenarios where you'd want to use either. But if we take a look around the back here, we have a comparator that detects how much bone meal is in this large chest here, and that will turn this redstone torch off, causing this rail to turn off. So whenever there's a little bit of bone meal in here, it'll stop the cart, fill it up, and send it on its way once it's full. This is what you want to use if you just have a little bit of bone meal and it's your third time coming back to the tree farm and you don't want to have to worry about waiting for the dispensers to load for you to start the farm. So we can demonstrate that by putting that in there, and it is off. So it will come around, quickly take all the bone meal, and then it'll be off on its way. Now, if for the first time filling these, you're going to want to put a lot of bone meal in here, and that can cause this whole system to get jammed up, because it'll fill that, but the chest will still have bone meal, causing this to still be off. So what you want to do in that case is turn the autofill off, and that will lock this rail on. So it'll grab a little bit of bone meal and head back and slowly fill these dispensers. We can actually demonstrate that if we go back into creative mode. It won't be locked up that time. So down on this end we have our clock that dispenses our bone meal to grow the trees. It's a simple comparator clock. We have our lever, and this comparator is in subtract mode. That's important for getting this clock to work. Okay, so now we can demonstrate a little bit on how this works. So we'll turn on the bone meal clock, and we don't have to worry about wasting too much bone meal because it won't waste it once the tree is grown, once you see the black particles coming out. So we'll grab our axe, and we can just start chopping the trees. There you have it. That's a little demonstration of the tree farm and just how efficient it can be. I did a little bit of testing, and it seems like the max rate with an efficiency 5 axe got me about 5,000 or so wood per hour, which I think is pretty good for a design this cheap. Now I'm not going to be building this block for block because it's pretty straightforward, but I will go over some of the key design elements just to get those cleared up. The first one that's important is that this line of glass is 9 blocks above the dirt. That's to ensure that you get the biggest trees possible without getting the trees with branches. This is 11 blocks long down here, 11 blocks of dirt, and that means 11 dispensers and 11 hoppers behind them. And make sure that the hoppers are facing into the dispensers for that build. Over here we have our little loading circuit. It's super simple. We just have a comparator in its default mode going into a redstone torch, which then goes into the powered rail. Make sure none of the powered redstone will touch the hoppers though, because that will cause them to lock up when the bone meal is being loaded. This chest just serves the purpose of holding our saplings, and then we place a lever here where we can manually force this powered rail to stay on to prevent it from locking if we put in too much bone meal and it's not able to empty itself completely. So then over here at the end of this line of redstone we have our timing circuit, which is the most basic timing circuit I could fit in here. Really small and simple. It's just a lever which will turn this redstone on, and this comparator is in subtract mode. It'll cause itself to form a loop and just power these repeatedly with bone meal, causing these dispensers to grow their trees. I'll just point out over here we have a redstone torch powering this block. It is 2 blocks away from the hopper, and that's important because if it was 1 block closer it would power the block right next to the hopper, causing it to lock up, and we don't want that. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any questions, I'll try and answer them down in the comments below. Thank you for watching.